Grand Lake Health Systems welcomes you to this broadcast of high school varsity baseball. We're at New Bremen High School where the Minster Wildcats take on the New Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors. Clopay, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Augley's Audiology, and NKTelco. Hello, I'm Dave Kanapke. Glad to be bringing today's game. We just have the leadoff batter up to the plate, Eric Schmidt for Minster. Leadoff batter for them, the pitcher. See the records there between the two teams. This is for MAC opener. Both these teams should be contenders in the MAC this year as they have a pretty strong senior class and a lot of talent coming back, albeit no one has played for 2 years. Count is now 3-1 on Schmidt. Schmidt with a .500 batting average, a .722 on base percentage. That's fouled straight back. Pitching for the Cardinals tonight, Mitchell Hayes. Hayes, a senior. He is 0-0 on this season. ERA also zeros. Two and a third innings pitched. He walks the first batter as Schmidt walks to the. Let's look at our lineups for Minster. Lineup brought to you by Sydney Augley's Audiology. Also try to bring you the keys to the game as Adam Kettner steps to the plate. We'll try to work those in as we get a chance. Kettner, the senior catcher, .417 on the season. As Hayes takes a stretch on the mound. High and tight. Schmidt, pretty good speed on first base. Looks over the sign to Coach Wiss. Coach Wiss in his 27th year at the helm of Minster. So that is high and tight as well. 2-0 now on Kettner. On deck will be Johnny Nixon, junior third baseman. Schmidt walked. He is on first base. That's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 2-1. Defense for the Cardinals at first base, Sam Saylor. At second, Kyle Tankman. At short, Trevor Bergman. At third base, Ben Blickel. There's a foul straight back. In the outfield from left to right, Nick Alec in left. Wyatt Dickey in center. And Colton Muther in right field. The catcher is Vince Holst. Again, the pitcher is Mitchell Hayes. Hayes, first team All-MAC 2 years ago as a sophomore. Of course, he had a very good football and basketball season as he hits Kettner. Schmidt will move to second base. Kettner to first, and I'll bring up Johnny Nixon to the plate. Nixon, very good batter. .500 batting average, 2 home runs already in the first 2 games and 9 RBIs on the season. He also pitched a 3 complete game shutout against Walpock on Monday night over at Walpock Field. So first and second, nobody out. And there's a shot down the right field line that is foul. Of course, the Cardinals coached by Chad Wells in his 7th year at the helm. They made it to 2 years ago. They made it to the district final against Minster. This is the last matchup between these two teams that year in 2019. New Bremen won the regular season game, and Minster won the district final 11-2, and then Minster went all the way to the state semifinals before they lost. Again, that was 2 years ago, and glad to be back on the baseball fields this year. So we have an 0-1 count on Nixon. First and second, nobody out as Nixon steps out. Hayes will step off and we will reset. Hayes looks into the sign from the catcher, Holst. Pitch to Nixon. Off speed, that is inside. See number 17 there, Johnny Nixon. Junior third baseman. There's a pitch, ground ball. Over to third, over to second for the force. Good play there by Ben Blickel at third base, over to the second baseman Tankman for the first out. So Schmidt goes over to third. Nixon on first. So first and third, one out. Bring up the cleanup batter, Justin Nixon, senior first baseman, 286 on the season. He's also had a home run on the season. That was against Ruschi. He actually followed his brother. They had back-to-back home runs against Ruschi a week ago Monday, or a week ago Tuesday to be exact. So one out, first and third. Pitch from Hayes. Strike down the heart of the plate. Nixon played a bit as a sophomore on the varsity 2 years ago. Oh, 1 pitch coming here by Hayes, and there's off-speed full Nixon as he swings through that off-speed offering. Nixon now in a hole, 0-2. On deck is the center fielder Zach Fortman for the Wildcats. 0-2 pitch coming up here from Hayes. Curveball. There's a little looper that will go into center field for an RBI single. Schmidt will come around to score from third base. So an RBI by Justin Nixon gives Wildcats a 1-0 lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank think first. Digging into the batter's box, Zach Fortman, a junior center fielder, with first and second and one out. Mitchell Hayes with a pitch. Fastball inside. Takes a couple swing steps back in the batter's box for the very tall center fielder. I believe he was 6'5". He was listed 6'5" in the basketball program this year. And there's a little fly off to the right side, out of play. Evens the count at 1-1. One pitch coming up here with first and second, one out, one run in. A little bit of a off-speed offering at the knees. 1-2. Hayes walked Schmidt. He hit Kettner. Johnny Nixon hit into a force play, and Justin Nixon drove in the run here in the top of the first inning. Ground ball over the first baseman Saylor. He will take it himself, 3 unassisted. Runners will move up. So 2 outs, still 2 on for the second baseman Brady Heitkamp. Heitkamp on this season, 364, had a big 2-run, 2-out single in the 3-0 win over Walpock on Monday night. Senior second baseman. 2 runners in scoring position here. He could do the same thing today as he takes a first pitch ball. Coach Wish shouted out instructions to the 2 Nixons on the base paths. There's a pitch inside there by Hayes. So 2-0. Hayes is first couple batters he worked from behind, then he better in the last couple batters, but now he's 2-0 here on Heitkamp. Pitch to Heitkamp. That will be on the inside corner. That is strike 1. 2-1 now. Trent Beckman behind the plate. Umpiring today's game. Gladbury got this in. It looked pretty, it was wet all afternoon, drizzled around, but a little bit of sun right now. Hopefully it stays dry, and there's a swing and a miss. Levels the count at 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Big at bat here with 1 run in for the Wildcats. Two runners in scoring position here. Brady Highcamp. And there's a swing and miss. Big strikeout there from Mitchell Hayes. On the inning, 1 run, 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Minster 1, New Bremen coming to bat here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
To the bottom of the 1st inning, Minster scores 1 run. Let's look at our starting lineup here for New Bremen, brought to you by Sidney Auglay's Audiology. Senior dominated lineup pretty much. Leading off is the pitcher Mitchell Hayes, followed by Kyle Tankman, third baseman Ben Blankel, Sam Saylor, cleanup batter, followed by the left fielder Nick Alec. Colt Muther in right field hits 6. Vince Holtz behind the plate. Trevor Bergman at short, and Wyatt Dickey in center field. They will face Eric Schmidt, probably considered the ace of the staff. He is 1-1 on the season. His ERA is .221. In 6 1/3 innings pitched, he has struck out 17 batters and 5 walks. Against Schmidt here, let's quickly do our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Keys for New Bremen is brought to you by Coach Wells. They want their pitchers to work ahead in the counts. Hayes did pretty much of that in the 1st inning. Make some routine plays on defense. They did that in the 1st inning. They want to execute on offense when the opportunity arises. Again, those are your keys to the game, brought to you for New Bremen. We'll do Minster when they come up to the bat next inning. So Mitchell Hayes leads it off for the Cardinals. Schmidt looks in to the catcher, Kettner. Pitch just outside. Schmidt again 1-1. He pitched a whale of a game against Anzonia for the win, and a loss to St. Mary's on Saturday. That's fouled straight back to level the count at 1-1. In the game against Anzonia, that was the opener for the Wildcats. Schmidt pitched 4 innings and he struck out 12 batters. Struck out, every out was a strikeout. 1-1 pitch here to Hayes. It's just out the outside corner. Hayes 375 batting average on the young season. Cardinals 3-2. 1-2 now. Pitch from Schmidt. That's in the dirt. Levels the count at 2-2. The other start for Schmidt, he started last Saturday against St. Mary's at home. Started off pretty good, and the defense didn't help him a whole lot. Ran into some troubles, and he took the loss in a 9-2 loss to St. Mary's. 1-2 pitch. That's a pop fly. That was going to blow out of play. The wind's coming in right from left field, so anything is going to blow over to the right side of the field. Right now, we're just happy that it's dry. It's getting a little warm here with the sun. We'll take that as long as we can. There's a fly ball. Again, that will be blown out of play. See a few fans down the right field line. Looks like some New Bremen fans. Decent crowd getting in. A lot of these, often during the weekdays, it's a late arriving crowd. People getting all 5 and getting here when they can. Right now, a 2-2 pitch to Hayes. That's outside, so a full count. Hayes has made Schmidt work here. Hayes first team All-MAC 2 years ago as a sophomore. .444 on base percentage. He's already scored 7 runs in the 5 games for the Cardinals. Break even pitch. Strike 3 called. Good pitch by Schmidt. Hayes thought it was a bit inside. Kyle Tankman stepped to the plate. Lefty. Second baseman. So we have lefty versus lefty here. A couple seniors. Swing and a miss through there. Schmidt really pitched a lot last summer during the abbreviated Acme season. Really had a lot of games where he pitched in double digits in strikeouts. Really didn't pitch much as a sophomore at all. And that will be high. Schmidt played almost all varsity, a little bit of JV, but he was mostly a defensive player, a great outfielder. And last summer he got his chance to pitch, and he really had some pretty dazzling games, albeit in the summer season after nobody played in the spring. That ball is in the dirt, so 2-1 right now. Tankman against Schmidt. One out here, bottom of the first inning. That's will be a little high and outside. 3-1 right now. One out is Hayes was struck out. Called third strike by Schmidt. Pitch to Tankman. Strike. Full count again. 2 full counts so far for Schmidt. Able to get a called third strike on Hayes. Let's see what he does here against Tankman. That will be low. So 1 strikeout and 1 walk by Schmidt. Tankman goes to first base. Ben Blickel, the third baseman, senior. .438 batting average. 5 RBIs already. It's Tankman on first base. That will be inside. Defense for the Wildcats at first base, Justin Nixon at second, Brady Heitkamp. Shortstop, Cody Richard at third, Johnny Nixon. We have 1 out and 1 on for the Cardinals. Schmidt from the stretch. Throws to Blickel. Ground ball, that'll be foul down the third base line, caught by head coach Chad Wells. Chad Wells in his 7th year if you count last year, so really 6 years. His record 75 and 55. Very good 38 and 13 the last 2 seasons. So they've really been improving since Coach Wells has taken over. That will be fouled out of play as Blickel stays alive. 0-2 count. Also the outfield defense for the Wildcats, Logan Toombush in left, Zach Fortman in center, Luke Riplow in right field. The catcher is Adam Kettner. Pitcher is senior Eric Schmidt. 0-2 count here of Blickel with Tankman on first base, 1 out. There's a swing and a miss. Second strikeout. So the cleanup batter, and another lefty, Sam Saylor. Steps in, tries to keep the inning alive. Long look by Schmidt. And lefty. Pitch to Saylor. Kettner digs it out. Kettner, a 3rd-year starter. Actually a 2nd-year starter. He started as a sophomore on the varsity team. Last year, of course, there was no baseball, but back for his senior year. Also has played a little bit of infield and other positions. Probably the most versatile player on this Wildcat team. The pitch will be high and outside. 2-0. Here on Sam Saylor. Nick Alec, the left fielder, on deck for the Cardinals. Cardinals down by 1 here in the bottom of the first inning. There's a strike across the heart of the plate. 2-1 with 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Quick throw over to Nixon at first base. Tankman, no problem getting over there. Two-one pitch. Fouled straight back, levels the count at 2-2. Again, another Deuces Wild. Second one we've had on the year, not the year, maybe the year. Second one today. We had a triple header last Saturday on NKTelco Sports. I believe it was Indian Lake, Anna, and Sydney. Dave Helmstetter on the call of that triple header. That will be out of play there. Keeps our Deuces Wild alive. Cardinals 3-2 on the season. Coming off a win over Anna last night, 6-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ooh, that'll hit him. Hear that from here as Schmidt plunks Sailor right on the right shoulder. We have another left-hander coming to the plate in Nick Alec. Left fielder, junior, hitting .286 on the season. Long look by Schmidt, first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Foul back by Alec. The games of the Cardinals this season, they won over Riverside to open up. They split a doubleheader with Russia. They lost to St. Mary's on Monday for beating Anna last night, or I said 2 nights ago, Tuesday, April 6th. Now Alec against Schmidt. Nice block there by Kettner. Levels count at 1-1. Game against Anna Reese Bussey with a nice pitch ball game. 6 innings pitch, scattered 4 hits. 1-1 pitch coming up here to Alec. There's a swings through that one. There's some heat by Schmidt. So he blows it by. Schmidt has, I'd call it deceptive speed. He does not look like an overpowering pitcher. He just hide the ball really well because his strikeout totals are usually pretty high. Right now trying to get another strikeout. He's had 2 already this inning. That's fouled back as Alex stays alive. One and 2. Hayes struck out to start this inning. Tankman walked. Blickel struck pitch. Alec with a 1-2 count. That is high. So yet another Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. All the batters so far have run pretty deep counts. We've had a lot of full counts so far for both teams. Where the pitcher wants to get him out on this pitch. That's fouled off. Alec battling, making Schmidt work. If he's able to work a walk, then it would be a 3-2, and his runners would be moving for the 3-2 pitch, and that's something the pitcher would not want to have. But right now, pretty good battle here between the senior Schmidt and the junior Alec. Schmidt looks around. And there's a swing and a miss. So Schmidt strikes out 3. We go to the second inning. 1-0 Minster here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Brookside Laboratories, east of Chicago Pizza.
Welcome back here, top of the second inning as pitcher Mitchell Hayes warms up. We'll look at our starting lineup brought to you by Sidney Allglaze Audiology from Minster. You see Eric Schmitz, our leadoff batter for Minster. Kettner, followed by Kettner, the catcher, the third baseman. Johnny Nixon, followed by his older brother Justin, the cleanup batter. Zach Portman, the center fielder. Brady Heitkamp, the second baseman. Right fielder Luke Riplow, Logan Tumbush, and Cody Richard round out starting lineup. Right now, Luke Riplow will step to the plate. We'll give you the keys after this batter. Or we'll do it real quick here as we keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza from Minster. Want the pitchers to throw strikes. Want to play some good defense. That was their downfall against their loss against St. Mary's. And they always want to have some good, put some pressure on the base pass. Run the base pass well, as be aggressive but smart. And those are your keys to the game for Minster. It's Luke Riplow 1-1. The senior first baseman, he fouls it off to the side. Riplow, the seventh place batter here in the top of the second inning for the senior right fielder. Riplow pitches a bit as well for the Wildcats. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch. Let's also complete the strikeout on the drop, third strike. It's a strikeout for Hayes, his second of the day. Logan Tumbush, lefty, left-hitting left fielder. First pitch from Hayes, off speed, nice pitch. Inside at the knees. Hayes looks in the sign from Holst. Another one right at the knees. Hayes seems to be getting his rhythm here in the second inning after he was a little bit of trouble with his control in the first inning, especially the first two batters. He walked and then hit the batter. And that's strike three. Three-pitch strikeout there. Threw a couple off-speed pitches and then threw the gas. There's two strikeouts here in the top of the second inning. For Hayes, brings up the number 9 batter, Cody Richard. Richard's just playing in his second game on this season. For the shortstop, pitch from Hayes, just a little bit inside. Hayes really working quickly here in the second inning. Foul back by Richard. 1-1. One pitch here to Richard. A little bit off speed, nice pitch there. Minster on the season 3-1. They were 22-8 2 years ago. Only 4-5 in the MAC last year, but rode it all the way to the state semifinal. 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Hayes strikes out the side as he dominates the second inning. We'll go to the nothing across as we go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Minster here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Go to the bottom of the second inning. Eric Schmidt trying to protect a 1-0 lead. As you see our score there on our First National Bank scoreboard. This is an MAC opener, two coaches that know each other quite well. Chad Wells was an assistant under Mike Wist for 3 years. That was about probably 15, 20 years ago. Coach Wells taught at Minster for a few years, and then he's been up to a few places since that time. As for the Cardinals, Cardinals will have the 6, 7, and 8 batters, starting off with Colton Muther, Vince Holst, and Trevor Bergman. Muther, the junior right fielder, 273 on this season. He will foul it back. Talking about Coach Wells, we'll get into some of his experience. He's been several different places. A lot of experience. Now the AD at New Bremen as that pitch is low. He was a 3-year assistant under Coach Wiss. He moved on to the Marion Local. He was a 2 years head coach there. He coached Corey Lupke at that time. I think it was in 2003 was one of those years, maybe 2004 also. That pitch is at the knees, 1-2 on Muther. Also, Coach Wells has been assistant over at Fort Laramie, Coldwater, and Parkway before coming back to New Bremen, teaching. Now he's been AD here at New Bremen. There's another strikeout there by Schmidt. So 4 outs, 4 strikeouts. Vince Holt steps to the plate. Junior catcher, 333 on the season. Low. Bremen had left some runners on base in the first inning, but not able to score. There's a ground ball. Heitkamp at second base. Over to Nixon for the second out. 4-3 on the put out. 2 outs, nobody on. The shortstop, Trevor Bergman. Bergman, 286. The junior shortstop. Sun's coming out a little bit brighter here at Cardinal Field. Swing and a miss there as Schmidt just blows him away on the hard fastball. Schmidt runs about 6 foot, maybe 6'1". Point guard on the basketball team that won the MAC this year. Pitch to Bergman, that is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Muther struck out to start this inning. Holtz grounded out to second base. That will be at the knees. Nice pitch there by Schmidt. Holtz now on a 1-2 hole. Long look to Kettner. There's a little nubber in front of the plate. Kettner will grab it. Over to Nixon. Close play, but out. Nice stretch there by Nixon as the put out goes 2-3. Nothing across. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. 1-0 Minster here on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Wagner's IGA, Hulsman Automotive.
At the top of the order for the Wildcats in the top of the third inning, Eric Schmidt, Adam Kettner, Johnny Nixon, the first three batters for the Wildcats, working against Mitchell Hayes. Hayes struck out the side in the second inning. There's a nice off-speed pitches. Schmidt right over the top of that. Minster scored 1 run on an RBI single by Nixon. Hayes with a very impressive second inning as he settled down more. Another off-speed on the inside part of the plate. Schmidt in an 0-2 hole. Schmidt 500 on the season coming in today, a 722 on base percentage. And there's a ground ball down the first base line. That will be a base hit. Retrieved by Colt Muther in right field. So on an 0-2 pitch, Schmidt able to hit it between the first baseman Saylor and the first base line. That'll bring Adam Kettner to the plate. He looks down to Coach Wiss. A lot of things could be happening here. Coach Wiss likes to do a lot of sacrifices, but pretty good hitter to the plate here with Adam Kettner. See what happens. Kettner squares around, bunt in front. Hayes will have to go to first. He thought about tagging him, not able to. He will complete it over to Saylor. So Kettner did his job. He does the sacrifice. 1-3. Schmidt moves to second base. One of their big RBI guys to the plate is Johnny Nixon. 9 RBIs already on the season. I think he had like 7 of them against Anzonia when he hit a home run in the first game. Right now, Schmidt in scoring position as he will step out as Hayes steps off the rubber. Hayes looks back to Schmidt as time is called. Schmidt fleet of foot. Probably one of the fastest runners on this team. He has 4 stolen bases already in 4 games. And there's a fly ball to center field. Wyatt Dickey going back. Nice job played by Dickey. Schmidt will tag over to third base. But nice jump by the senior center fielder Wyatt Dickey. So now 2 outs. Schmidt now on third base. Cleanup batter Justin Nixon to the plate. See the RBI single in the first inning. As he takes first ball strike. Good lead by Schmidt. Fouls back. Always when you have a runner on third base, the catcher has to be on his game as Vince Holtz behind the plate. Anything that would get by him, Schmidt with his speed will probably break for home. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Hayes as he blows away Nixon to squash the scoring threat. So 1 run, or I'm sorry, 1 hit, no runs, 1 left on base. Go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Minster still up 1-0 here on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers. Please support the following sponsors: Forever Fit, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Balmer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage.
We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning as you see the catcher Adam Kettner. Minster still with a 1-run lead. Be the 9th place batter Wyatt Dickey. Then the top of the order, Mitchell Hayes and Kyle Tankman to follow. Dickey tracked down the fly ball by Nixon at the top of the inning. A big strikeout by Hayes on Justin Nixon to end the threat for the Wildcats. Dickey one of 8 seniors on this team. Bremen with 8 seniors, Minster with 9 seniors, so a veteran team, albeit nobody's really experienced this year. Teams were able to get a fair amount of games in this last summer. First pitch to Dickey will be high. Always like to have your bottom of the order get on for the top of the order where you have your best hitters. Dickey will try to do that here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. MAC opener. Other MAC games today as it's a 2-0 count. Coldwater at New Knoxville. Coldwater, the defending MAC and state champions from 2019. Fort Carver at Delphus also tonight up at Stadium Park there. As Dickey takes a strike. Versailles at Parkway. Parkway supposed to have a pretty good team. Versailles usually pretty good year in, year out. 2-1 pitch to Dickey. That will be low. And rounding out the MAC schedule today, Marion Local at St. Henry. Mike Gass takes over for John Dorner, a longtime coach. He was the head coach there, I believe, since 1990. Long time, over 500 wins. 3 state titles for John Dorner. That is a strike there. As count is full as Dickey looked like he was taken all the way. So 3-2 pitch coming up here. Schmidt to Dickey. Swing and a miss. So Schmidt recovers there from a 2-0 count for his 5th strikeout of the game. So back to the top of the order, Mitchell Hayes, the pitcher. Struck out looking on a 3-2 count in the 1st inning. Imagine these two players have played against each other through the years. Not just high school, but also the younger as he takes a strikeout. Cardinals open up the season. They beat Riverside on March 30th, 18-4. So they got a little bit of a late start because of the success of basketball. Nick Alec, the winning pitcher in that opener against Riverside. He was 3 of 5 with 5 RBIs also. That is inside 1-1. Vince Hall also was 2 for 3 in an RBI. Blickle was 3 of 4 with 2 RBIs. And they split a doubleheader against Russia last Saturday. It's a 1-1 pitch here to Hayes. That is low. Doubleheader. The first game won 7-3 in favor of Russia. Ben Blickle was 3 of 3 for the game. Mitchell Hayes 2 of 4. Second game was in favor of the Cardinals as they beat Russia 3-0. Ben Blickle with a complete game 1 hitter for the shutout win in the nightcap of the doubleheader on Saturday. Pitch is low, 3-1. So second batter in a row that Schmidt has had 3-1 counts. Threw on pitch coming here to Hayes. That's a strike. Hayes took a couple steps to first base. He took a called third strike in the first inning. We'll see another 3-2 count. It was a 3-2 count the last time these two faced. We'll see what happens here. There's a looper into left field that will go over or to the side of Logan Toombush. First hit for the Cardinals and a stand-up double for Mitchell Hayes. On the 3-2 pitch, he wasn't taking that time as he's not a line drive, a little bit of a looper in between Toombush and the left field line. Hayes his good speed, able to get a double out of it as Kyle Tankman to the plate. Looks over head coach Chad Wells. A lot of signs through that before he stepped into the batter's box. Schmidt works from the stretch. Hayes, pretty good athlete, good speed. We'll see what he does at second base. There's a strike to lead off against Tankman. Tankman, one of several lefties in this lineup. There's 3 or 4. I'd have to count when we go through the second time here. A 1 pitch here to Tankman. Below, completing out the schedule for New Bremen. On Monday, they lost to St. Mary's 5-1. Tankman took the loss in that game, and then on Tuesday, their last game, they beat Anna 6-2. Reese Bussey, got the win with 6 innings of pitching for their 3-2 record. Pitch will be outside, 2-1. One of 3 lefties I've been told is in the starting lineup by the PA here, John Saylor. That is a pitch on the letters, strike. Levels the count at 2-2. Hayes at second with a 1-out double. As the sun is bright right now, I was able to take off my coat. Hopefully that sun will stay out for the remainder of this game. There's a threat for storms later. But let's get this one in. 2-2 pitch here to Tankman. Ground ball past Schmidt. There's Heitkamp. Go to first. Nice catch by Nixon for the second out. Tankman retired 4-3. Hayes moves over to third base. Ben Blickel steps in. 438 on the season, 5 RBIs. He'd like to add to that RBI total. What would be a big 2-out RBI and would tie this game. One of the leading batters on this team. I think he has the highest average. There's a fly ball to right field. Luke Riplow battled to win, and Riplow is able to hang on to it for the 3rd out. So 1 run, or it's no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 3, Minster 1, Bremen 0 here at NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply Company, Hokie Lumber.
Top of the fourth inning coming ahead here as the Wildcats will have 5, 6, and 7. Fortman, Highcamp, and Riplow against Mitchell Hayes. First pitch to Fortman, strike. Fortman in the first inning grounded out to first base. 0-1 pitch. Hayes just blew him away there. Hayes gave up 1 in the first inning as he had the first 2 batters reach, and they ended up on scoring on a Justin Nixon RBI. He stranded Schmidt at third in the last inning. There's a comebacker to Hayes. He will walk it over to Saylor. 1-3. Fortman is retired. Brady Highcamp to the plate. Senior second baseman entered today's game at 364. First pitch from Hayes. That'll be high. Minster 3-1 on the season. They started off on Saturday the 27th. They beat Ansonia 12-2. Eric Schmidt and Luke Riplow combined. They had 17 strikeouts of the 18 outs. It was a 6-inning game. That pitch is outside. Then the following Tuesday, they beat Russia 14-3 and 6. The Nixon boys back-to-back home runs. Offense erupted for 15 hits. Johnny Nixon, the winning pitcher. 2-0 pitch to Highcamp. That is fouled straight back. And then on last Saturday, St. Mary's came to town in Minster for their first home game. Wildcats lost 9-2. They were in a giving mood. They had 4 errors on the day. Zach Fortman had a double in that game. Eric Schmidt took the loss. 2-1 pitch here to Schmidt. Off speed, just didn't quite catch the inside corner. And then on Monday, they beat Wapakoneta 3-0. Johnny Nixon, a 3-hit complete game. Brady Highcamp, who's at the plate, had a big 2-run single in that game. For most of the offense, as he fouls that one, a little foul tip. Levels the count, or makes the count at 3-2. 1 out, 3-2 pitch here to Highcamp. Strike 3 called. Nice pitch there by Hayes. That is now his 4th strikeout of the game. Against 1 walk, so with 2 outs, Luke Riplow to the plate. Senior right fielder caught the last out in the last inning. On defense, swings through the first pitch. Riplow entered today's game at hitting 200. Batting averages early in the season can be really extreme one way or the other. You start out a little slow, you can have a really low batting average. Start hot, it can look really high. And there's a ground ball over to Bergman at short. Over to Saylor, 3 up, 3 down for the Wildcats as Hayes settles down. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Minster still up by 1 on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Today's game is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney Ugly's Audiology, NKTelco.
So we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Minster rolling around as you see the shortstop Cody Richard takes the warm-up throw from Adam Kettner. 4, 5, and 6 batters for the Cardinals. Sam Saylor, Nick Alec, Colt Muther. Saylor hit by a pitch in the first inning. And he's hit again. That one not as hard on the shoulder. So he'll go to first base in, let's say, less pain, relatively speaking. So he's 2 for 2 as on bases, so to speak, as Nick Alec now looking at the signs from Coach Wells. Obviously, high school baseball definitely in this area. Leadoff batter on, it's a prime sacrifice opportunity. Minster did it in the first inning. It resulted in a run, or did it in the third inning. We'll see what they do here with Alec. He squares around, takes it on the outside corner for strike as Nixon, Johnny Nixon charges from the third base spot. Again, Coach Wells goes through the signs. Justin Nixon at the first base, Johnny Nixon at third base. Justin Nixon will be holding on the runners, then he'll probably charge a little bit as well. That pitch is low as Alec gave no indication of bunting that time. So always interesting on the strategies. It comes down a lot of times to how good of a bunter the batter is. They'll give him one opportunity, maybe two. As Saylor leads off the inning, hit by the pitch. And he swings through that one. Off-speed pitch there by Schmidt. So now Alec is in a 1-2 hole against Schmidt after Saylor reached on a hit batter. One-two pitch coming here. Ground ball to Richard. He will bobble it. That would be real close. Probably a good opportunity. It would have been, Saylor might have beat that out at second anyways. A slow ground ball got by the third baseman. They will score that as a hit. That's a good scoring position. Good scoring decision there. Second hit for the Cardinals. So 2 on, nobody out for Colton Muther. Colt struck out looking in the second inning. He will square around and take a ball. So if you like to bunt with a runner on first base, it's even better to bunt with runners on first and second and nobody out. Coach Wells, definitely a proponent of fundamental baseball. Likes the sacrifice bunt when he can. He runs through the sign again. See what Muther does this time. In a 1-0 pitch, he squares around. This time it's foul back. One of these opportunities you can practice all winter long. In the cages, inside, you can practice before the season starts, but when it comes to a game, it's where you need to execute and put it's a whole totally different. You're facing a fast pitcher, ace of the staff here for Minster. Muther fouled that one off. We'll see what he does here, if the bunt is still on or not. Squares around, takes ball 2. 2-1. Both runners, or both fielders from the corners, both the Nixon boys charging from the corners. I mean, Heitkamp, it's the second baseman will be covering first. Shortstop Richard will be covering second. 2-1 pitch. You got to figure the bunt's still on here for Muther. Schmidt with the stretch. Squares around. Able to get the bunt down. A great bunt right in front of the plate. Kettner has to come out, throws it to Heitkamp at first base. So great job there by Colton Muther. Sacrifice bunts, advances 2 runners into scoring position. So he's retired 2-4 on the sacrifice bunt. See, welcome back to the dugout. A lot of glad hands there as we will have a timeout on the field. Coach Wiss will come out to talk to his pitcher and his infield. We'll take a short break here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Coach Wiss talking to his infield. I think this isn't just talking to the pitcher and what to do here. It's talking about the whole infield and what we do in this situation here. You know, it's young, it's early in this young season. May have not had a second and third situation yet. Good teaching opportunity, and these are big runs here on second and third here in a 1-0 ball game as Vince Holtz to the plate. You know, there's always the possibility of a squeeze play as well. So we'll see what happens here. Second and third, 1 out. Catcher Holtz to the plate. First pitch, he swings through that. Strike 1. Holtz grounded out to second. In the second inning, the infield is in on the infield grass, so a hard ground ball at least will come to the plate. So on third base is Saylor, on second base is Alec. He bunts through that. There was more of a safety squeeze, not a suicide squeeze there. The suicide squeeze and Saylor would have been out, but it was trying to bunt it. See what happens here. So right now an 0-2 pitch to Holtz with 1 out. Tying run at first, the go-ahead run at second. Pitch is outside. Schmidt, I think, was wasting it a little bit there with the 0-2 advantage. One-two pitch coming up here to Holtz. That is low. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Saylor on third base. Nick Alec on second base. Saylor reached on a hit by pitch. Alec reached on an infield hit. Muther moved him across on a sacrifice bunt, and Holtz in a 1-2 hole here. There's a line shot into right field. 1 run will score. Riplo comes up with it, and he bobbles it, but they had already stopped the runner at third base. So an RBI single there by Holtz ties the game at 1-1. Riplo with a good jump on that. He's playing pretty shallow in right field. He bobbled it, but by that time, Alec had already stopped. He's not able to start again. So now we have first and third, 1 out. Trevor Bergman, your batter. Again, a lot of situations here, first and second. First and third, you can do the safety squeeze. You can just do hit and run. You can steal at first base and see what the catcher, if he'll throw through. A lot of situations here. A lot of strategy here. Makes baseball fun to watch. And there's he squares around, there's a bunt. It is a foul. Again, there was a safety squeeze in that the runner from third was not going. If it was bunted really good, the pitcher, or the third base, and the third base runner on third base, and the head coach will kind of read that and may go depending on where the bunt is. Bergman will have another opportunity. 0-1 here. Holtz on first base. He had the RBI single. Nick Alec had an infield single. He's on third base with 1 out. Pitch to Bergman, a little bit off speed at the letters on the outside corner. 4 strike 2. Holtz had a big RBI single with an 0-2 count. We'll see if Bergman can do the same for the junior shortstop. Long look by Schmidt. 0-2 pitch to Bergman. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Schmidt. His 6th on the day. So now 2 outs, runners still on first and third. Wyatt Dickey to the plate. Struck out to lead off the 3rd inning. Schmidt trying to minimize the damage here. The Cardinals have tied it up here in this inning. Off speed, strike 1. Dickey had worked in his first at bat. He had a 3-1 count. Schmidt able to recover and able to strike him out swinging. Long look this time into his catcher Kettner. That pitch is high. Sadler led the inning off with a hit batter. Alec with an infield hit. Colt Muther with a sacrifice moved him up. Vince Holtz with an RBI single to score 1. Bergman struck out. Right now, a 1-1 count on Wyatt Dickey with runners on first and third. Dickey takes strike 2. See what happens here as Coach Wells runs through the sign. Sometimes with 2 strikes and runners on the corner, you send the runner from first base and try to make something happen. We'll see what happens here. Runner stays. Ball outside. And a very good catcher. A lot of experience in Adam Kettner. Doesn't let a lot of balls get by him. Pretty good arm as well. Another deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And they will break in at first base there. Holtz just took off and he tried to force something to happen. His idea was to try to get in a rundown. I don't think Schmidt saw him right away. He just let him go to second base. So another thing, you're trying to make the pitcher have a balk. If he doesn't step off first, that can be a balk. So a lot of things happen, and there's a stolen base there by Holtz. So there's a fly ball to right field. Riplo under it for the 3rd out. So Schmidt able to get out of the inning. But the Cardinals tied up with run on 2 hits. We go to the 5th inning, all tied at 1 here on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Brookside Laboratories, east of Chicago Pizza.
Go to the 5th inning, tied at 1. Our NKTelco crew here today. On camera, Mark Fissel. Devin Whipker in his first game on camera today. At the assistant director position promoted today is Scott Fry, and our making all the magic happen in the NKTelco sports band, Bryce Hamrick. I'm Dave Kanapke. What's turned out to be a sunny day here at New Bremen, as it drizzled about all afternoon in this area. I think a lot of people thought the game might be canceled, but they hung on and they were rewarded with which turned out to be a nice day. And just have to play a few more innings and get it in. In this MAC opener, we were tied at 1. The Wildcats is 8-9-1. Logan Tumbush, Cody Richard, and Eric Schmidt. Tumbush, the left-handed hitting left fielder, takes ball 1. 3:33 entering today's game. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. Hayes, it seems like he's gotten better as the game has gone on. Nice fastball on the outside part of the plate. Levels the count at 1-1. There's a swing and a miss there. Or I shouldn't say swing and a miss, a swing and a foul tip. Cardinals last year, 21-6. They were 6-3 in the MAC. And that is strike 3 called. Hayes just powers him. Powers past Toombush as Cody Richard to the plate. Shortstop also struck out in his first plate appearance. Hayes now with 5 strikeouts against 1 walk. First pitch from Hayes. Strike 1. Defense for the Cardinals in the infield. Sam Saylor at first, Kyle Tankman at second, Trevor Bergman at shortstop, Ben Blickel at third base. 0-1 pitch here to Richard. Fouled straight back in the outfield. Left field, Nick Alec in center. Wyatt Dickey and right, Colton Muther. Vince Holst behind the plate. Mitchell Hayes has been the pitcher for the Cardinals. A little bit of a rough start, but he's calmed down and can definitely throw the baseball, as that will be high and tight. Of course, Mitchell, the quarterback on the state championship New Bremen Cardinals this fall. He will always be remembered for that, and several other players. A great year for the Cardinals. And then one of the guards, point guard on the basketball team that went all the way to the regional finals. 1-2 pitch here. That is fouled back by Richard. Then you add the girls volleyball team, state runner-up. Girls basketball winning record as well. It's been quite a season, quite a year, I should say, for the New Bremen Cardinals. They hope to duplicate that on the baseball field as that is outside to level the count at 2-2. On deck is the leadoff batter and pitcher Eric Schmidt. 2-2 pitch, 1 out. That is fouled as Cody Richard, no S there, is making Hayes work here. Glad to say I have to cover my eyes so the sun isn't in my eyes here. So glad to do that in this game. So it turned out to be a beautiful early evening. There's strike 3. It's also complete the strikeout. 2 strikeouts to start off the top of the 5th inning for Hayes. Back to the leadoff batter, Eric Schmidt. Pitcher against pitcher here. Schmidt has walked and had a base hit. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Wildcats. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. First pitch to Schmidt. That'll be a strike 1 called. Minster has stranded 4 runners. Cardinals have stranded 5. There's been some opportunities. Pitch outside at 1-1. Deck is Adam Kettner. Kettner and Schmidt, the only 2 players that had any varsity experience 2 years ago on Minster. Pitches outside, 2-1. Last year's team would have had 12 seniors on Minster's team, and they had a lot of talent coming back on what the team that year before went to the state semifinal. That is in the dirt. In the state semifinal game, they lost to Hillsdale. Pitcher for Hillsdale, Jay Luker, outdueled Austin Brown in a 1-0 loss up at Akron. 3-1 pitch here to Schmidt. He swings through that. Might have got a foul tip on that. 3-2. Pitcher against pitcher. Payoff pitch. There's a line shot right to Bergman at shortstop. So 3 up, 3 down for the Wildcats. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, still tied at 1 on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. You see the box score there, 1-1. Very closely played game, good pitch game. Both teams with some opportunities. Both teams with some key hits. The RBI for both teams, Justin Nixon for Minster in the 1st inning, and then we had an RBI single by Vince Holtz in the 4th inning. Schmidt has been pretty steady. He's had 5, let me check that. He's had 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 hits batters. At the top of the order, Mitchell Hayes, Kyle Tankman, and Ben Blickel. This will be a 3rd time through the lineup for Schmidt. Hayes 1 of 2 struck out, and he had a double in the 3rd inning. That was a strike 1 at the knees. Obviously a big inning here with the top of the order for the Cardinals here as he swings through an off-speed pitch. 0-2 hole. Battle between these two good athletes, pitchers, and baseball players. Hayes usually plays shortstop. Schmidt plays center field when they're not pitching. He wastes one there. If you're the Cardinals, you want to do some damage here when you have the top of the order. That is a little bit outside. Two and two. Lefty against righty. Bottom of 15, tied at 1. Just outside. Good eye there by Hayes as he works himself back from an 0-2 count to make the count full at 3-2. Payoff pitch. That is foul back. So Hayes lives to face another pitch. Kyle Tankman will follow. Here in this MAC opener. Two contenders. Let's start off the MAC right, and he is hit there. Hayes is hit by the pitch on the low and inside. If he wasn't hit, it would have been ball 4. I believe that's the 3rd batter that's been hit. Yeah, Saylor has been hit twice. So now you have Hayes at the plate, nobody out. Coach Wells will run through the signs. Kyle Tankman, you got to figure probably the sacrifice is on here. Runs through all the signs. Tankman steps in. You have Nixon charging from 3rd base. Tankman squares around, nice bunt. Schmidt will have to go to 1st. In the dirt, and it And Nixon not able to dig it out. Hayes goes all the way around from first to third. So a sacrifice on the play. Also, there's got to be somebody with an error there. And good hustle by Hayes to work all the way around. Sacrifice for Tankman. The scoring will call that a hit, it looks like, as they think that Tankman would have beat that out. It would have been definitely a close play. So nice bunt there by Tankman as he's rewarded with a hit. So first and third now, and Ben Blickel to the plate. Big opportunity here for the Cardinals. Pitch inside part of the plate, strike one. Probably not a bunny situation here. You have your three batter. You have him at the three spot for a reason because he is a good hitter. Blickel at 438 on the season. Here's his opportunity with Tankman at first. Hayes at third. As Kettner now runs through the first and third play. Evidently did not do that on the first pitch. Some teams like to throw down there. Some teams like to hold it and let the runner take second base. It really depends how your pitcher. The infield is in. That is foul back. I said that wrong. It really depends on your catcher. It's usually how good of a catcher you are. You can do the play where you throw it down to second and the middle infielders will read if he's going not. They'll let it go through or they'll cut it off. So right now, I doubt if Tankman's going anywhere with Blickel at the plate, albeit in an 0-2 hole. But I've been wrong before as there's a timeout as Blickel steps out, will step back in. Key situation here. Cardinals trying to break a tie here. Long pause by Schmidt. Pitch, and that's a ground ball over on the left side, right in front of where we're standing here on the third base dugout here. Nice announcer, call it the announcer annex here on the third base dugout, which is the home dugout for New Bremen. They added this on a few years ago for the PA and any media people that are here. Very much appreciated. Check that as a visiting dugout here, the Minster side. I said that wrong. Home team is on the first base dugout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That is low, 1-2. Hayes was hit on a 3-2 pitch. Tankman squared around. He beat it out for the bunt. Bunt hit. So Hayes went all the way to third. So it's first and third. Nobody out. 1-2 pitch. That is outside. Kettner blocks it a little bit. Hayes stays at third. Tankman will go to second base. So, wild pitch sends Tankman to second base. So now two runners in scoring position for Blickel on a 2-2 count with nobody out. Big opportunity here for the Cardinals. 2-2 pitch. Schmidt still working out of the stretch. That is in the dirt. Schmidt was on a head 0-2 on Blickel, but now Blickel has run the count full. He did the similar thing to Hayes. Hayes was in an 0-2 hole, forced 3 balls, and then was hit on the fourth one. 3-2 pitch here to Blickel. Foul back as Blickel battling in the batter's box. On deck is Sam Saylor, the first baseman. Saylor scored the only run for the Cardinals. He's been hit by pitches twice. Right now, Blickel with a 3-2 pitch coming up here by Eric Schmidt. Infield is in. So ground ball, they're probably coming to the plate to try to knock off Hayes. That would be low. And Blickel works a walk. Now bases full. For the cleanup batter, Sam Saylor. Coach Wiss will walk to the mound. He'll be talking We'll see if it looks like there's going to be a pitching change. Justin Nixon will change from first base. He warmed up in between one of the innings. Check the defense as we go along here. I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity baseball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. The replay times are Thursday, April 15th, 7 p.m. and Friday, April 17th at 2 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and nktelco.com. Justin Nixon, interim relief. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everidge with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Wagner's IGA, Hulsman Automotive.
Justin Nixon coming in relief, a tough spot. Bases loaded, nobody out. Sam Saylor takes the first pitch for a ball. Justin Nixon, 2 2/3 innings. He has not given up any earned runs on this season. It's fouled by Saylor. 0-0 on this season. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks in that 2 2/3. Right now, you can't afford to walk anybody here. Saylor up with bases loaded, nobody out. 1-1 pitch. It's outside. Eric Schmidt moves to center field. The center fielder, Zach Fortman, moves to first base. Right now, Saylor, 2-1 count from Justin Nixon. That is in the dirt. 3-1 here. On deck will be Nick Alec. Nixon on in relief for Schmidt. Schmidt worked 4+ innings. 3-1 pitch. That is outside, and Saylor will get an RBI walk as the go-ahead run crosses the plate in the form of Mitchell Hayes. Tankman moves to third, Blickel to second. Bases still loaded. Nick Alec to the plate. First pitch, a ground ball. Slow one. Will go to Fortman. He'll go to home and just beats the runner at home. Good play by Fortman, who just moved in from center field. He goes to the plate for the force out. For the first out. Runners will move up. So big first out for the Wildcats, but still in a whole bunch of trouble as Colton Muther steps in. He had a big sacrifice, set up a run in the 4th inning. Right now he has opportunity to add some RBIs here. Bases loaded now with 1 out. Justin Nixon on the stretch, strike at the letters. Infield is in. Probably will go to the plate. They will forego trying to do the double play. Trying to keep this at a 2-1 disadvantage. Here's a ground ball back to Nixon. Go to the plate. He'll go over to first. A 1-2-3 double play, and Minster gets out of a big trouble there, albeit 1 run for the Cardinals, as they now lay a 2-1 lead. As we've played 5 complete, we'll be back at the top of the 6th here on NKTelco Sports.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers. Please support the following sponsors: Forever Fit, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes, Balmer Construction, Jewelry Barn, Tom and Jerry's, Western Ohio Mortgage.
Top of the 6th inning, Minster dodges a big bullet. Only allows one after a bases loaded, nobody out threat. It's the first pitch to Adam Kettner to lead off the top of the 6th inning. Is the ball. Mitchell Hayes back on the mound. Be 2, 3, and 4 batters. That is fouled by Kettner. Kettner was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. He sacrificed in the 3rd inning for the senior catcher. 3-sport athlete. And it's a line shot right at the 3rd baseman Blickel for the first out. Blickel must have read the spray chart there as he's in perfect position on the soft line drive there by Kettner. So 1 out. Johnny Nixon to the plate. Nixon 0 for 2. Hit into fielder's choice in the 1st inning. Flew out to center in the 3rd. Takes the first pitch strike. Hayes gave up 1 run in the 1st inning. Wildcats threatened with a runner on third in the 3rd, but able to get out of that one. There's a fly ball to center field. Wide Dickey retires Nixon for the 2nd time of his 3 outs. So 2 outs there for the Wildcats. And talk about last inning, the Cardinals wanted to put some runs on the board with starting out the top of the lineup. Wildcats having 2, 3, and 4. And we'll have looks like it will be a pitching change as Coach Wells goes to the mound. We'll see who comes in the pitching change. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, New Knoxville Supply Company, Hokie Lumber.
Ben Blickel in on relief for Mitchell Hayes. Looks like he might have hurt his elbow. He's left the game pretty suddenly. He's had some issues with that this season. Blickel has had a very solid season so far. He has not had a decision. He has pitched 9 innings. His ERA is 0.78. 9 innings a pitch. He had a complete game, 1-hit shutout against Rushi last weekend. And let me see, he's had in his 9 innings, he's had 6 strikeouts. Controls a little bit of a trouble. He's had 9 walks in 9 innings. He gets all the time he needs to get loose. Here is the apparent injury by Hayes. He was not warming up, so I don't know if he threw in between innings. I did not see him throw. But Hayes gave Coach Wells a very good 5 2/3 innings of pitching. Closed the book. He gives up 1 run. That is earned. 1 run, 2 hits. For Hayes, he will be the pitcher of record. We're leaving with a 2-1 lead. Only gave the run up in the first inning. The first batter he faced, Eric Schmidt, scored in the first inning, but since then, Wildcats only had 1 runner to get past third base, and that was Schmidt in the 3rd inning, but stranded in there with 2 outs. So Blickel will face the cleanup batter, Justin Nixon, with nobody on and 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Again, Minster scored 1 run in the 1st inning. Cardinals scored 1 run in the 4th and the 5th inning. Could have had a lot more in the last innings. They left the bases. They had bases loaded, 1 out, only scored 1 run, but nonetheless they have the lead. So Blickel is warm. Also, other changes: Sam Saylor moves over from 1st to 3rd. Reese Bussey comes into the game and plays first base. Everybody else stays the same. And Blickel on in relief. Vince Holtz out to talk to his battery mate. So I imagine if you're the Wildcats, you're going to make sure Blickel throws at least 1 strike before you're swinging here. It's the norm when a relief pitcher comes in. So first pitch to Justin Nixon. That is outside. Blickel moves in from 3rd base on in relief of Hayes. That is low. He's been outside and he's been low. Sometimes the relief pitchers for the major leagues make it easy when you come in and throw strikes, but you're a high school kid. Just loosened up a little bit. It's a little different story. Right now a 2-0 pitch. That will be low, 3-0. I will guarantee you Minster will not swing until he throws at least 1 strike, which is probably the norm in most high school levels. Especially a winning program like Minster has had through the years. 3 state titles and 2 other state appearances. And Justin Nixon walks on 4 pitches. Zach Fortman to the plate. Fortman 231 entering today's game, 0 for 2 today. Blickel now from the stretch will try to throw a strike. That is low, bounces to the plate. Hayes was cruising along. He was pitching, getting better as the game went on, and had to leave the game. Blickel on in relief. Blickel has thrown more innings than anybody else in the staff, so a good replacement as he throws a strike. Levels the count at 1-1, so right now you'll get the, right now Fortman will be looking a little closer for a pitch to hit. It's not just going to be taking here. 1-1 pitch, but he takes a pitch low. So Blickel 9 innings of pitching. Other than that, Nick Alec has 7 2/3. Hayes, he had 2 1/4. He's at 8 for the season. That is a pitch on the outside part of the plate. Levels the count at 2-2 with 2 outs. Deuces wild, if you will. Justin Nixon on first base, and there's a swing and a miss. Blickel walks the first batter, but strikes out the second. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Cardinals still up by 1 on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Today's game is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sidney Ugly's Audiology, NKTelco.
Justin Nixon here warming up here before the bottom of the 6th inning. His team's down by 1 and only 1 at bat to go. Wants to keep these Cardinals at just 1 run ahead. 7, 8, 9 up for the Cardinals. Vince Holst, Trevor Bergman, and Wyatt Dickey. Cardinals pushed a run across in the 4th and the 5th inning to take the lead. Ben Blickel came on in relief in the last inning for Mitchell Hayes. Vince Holst to the plate. He's 1 for 2. First pitch from Justin Nixon. That is high. Holst grounded out to second, had an RBI single in the 4th for the junior catcher. No pitch, that is high and tight. Nixon on in relief for the starter Eric Schmidt. He came on with the bases loaded. He walked the first batter to force in a run. Then got a force play at the plate and then a double play, 1, 2, 3. There's a ground ball. Richard, that will go off his glove. Probably an error. We'll see what the official scorer says here. That will be the first error of the game that we've had. So the leadoff batter reaches. Trevor Bergman. Probably a sacrifice situation for the 8th placed hitter. Junior shortstop Bergman here is. Cardinals definitely want some insurance runs here going into the 7th inning. Squares around, nice bunt. Nixon will have to go to first. Nixon goes over to Fortman, and it's been some good sacrifice bunts today for the Cardinals. Bergman does his job. Holst moves to second base. Wyatt Dickey to the plate. Dickey 0 for 2. The senior center fielder. For the Wildcats, they absolutely cannot afford to give up another run. There's the first pitch strike there by Nixon. Defense has changed a little bit. Fortman now at first base. Heitkamp at second. Richard still at short. Johnny Nixon at third base. Outfield Toombush, Schmidt, and Riplow. Battery of Justin Nixon and Adam Kettner, 2 seniors. Second pitch to Dickey is high, 2-0, or no, 1-1. Okay, said the first one was a ball and it was a strike. Ball comes loose. Behind there. So 1-1 pitch here. Leadoff spot will be on deck. That will be high, 2-1. Have some activity in the New Bremen bullpen. Looks like really it's just Ben Blickel getting a little more loose there. Came in the last inning, just throwing some more. Reese Bussey looks to be on deck. He came in the last inning for first base. Now it looks like they're going to change a little bit here. The leadoff batter, we'll see what happens. Right now a strike there as Dickey goes down on strikes. With his second out. So Mitchell Hayes will re-enter the game. Bussey came in for him. He will re-enter the game. Hayes will be probably playing first base. We could hear the conversation across the field. Coach Wells was asking Hayes if he could play first base. And Hayes probably said, I can play anywhere if I can get in the game. So definitely an advantage to get a very good hitter like this Hayes into the game. So Hayes on the day so far, he is 1 of 2, struck out, double, and was hit by a pitch and ended up scoring the go-ahead. As they intentionally walk him to make runners first and second. Coach Wiss decides we don't need to pitch to Hayes here, so it'll be first and second for Tankman. And a big run on second base in the form of Vince Holtz. There's another foul down the third base line. Big insurance run. Holtz at second base. He reached on an error, was sacrificed over by Bergman. Dickey struck out. Hayes re-entered. Was intentionally walked after one pitch. Kyle Tankman runners on first and second, 1 out. Nice curveball there by Nixon. He is in front 0-2 on Tankman. Trying to finish off the inning and hope his teammates can muster a run in the top of the 7th. Pitch to Tankman outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Tankman. That is high. So we'll have another deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Nixon against Tankman. That is low and outside. So now the runners will be moving on the pitch with a 3-2 count. Runners will move, so if a ground ball in the outfield, definitely a runner will score. They could score on an infield error as well, and that is fouled by Tankman. Both runners move will have to retreat back to first base. Holtz on second, Hayes on first base. Pitch to Tankman. There's a line shot into center field. 1 run will score. Hayes is digging for third. It gets by the outfield. Hayes will come all the way around to score on the RBI single by Kyle Tankman. Scores 2 runs. That would be a hit and an error. That allowed Hayes to score all the way over from first base, and 2 big insurance runs for the Cardinals there. Big hit there by Tankman. A clean line drive got by the outfielder. So now 4-1 as Ben Blickel comes to the plate, as he has the pitcher right now. Breathes a little easier with a 3-run lead instead of a 1-run lead. That is in the dirt, blocked by Kettner. Nice RBI single by Tankman. It was a line shot for his first hit of the day, the 5th hit for the Cardinals. And after trailing 1-0 for a lot of this game, they scored 1, and 2 runs in the last 3 innings. There's a ground ball. Nixon at third. He'll throw across the diamond. Portman will dig it out. We go to the 7th inning. Cardinals now with a 3-run lead here on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Last chance for the Wildcats as they come to the plate down by 3 on 2 big insurance runs by the Cardinals in the bottom of the 6th inning. As we will have Brady Heitkamp, 6, 7, and 8. Brady Heitkamp, Luke Riplow, and then we'll have a pinch hitter. Nathan Oligus will be pinch hitting for Logan Toombush. So Hayes now came into the game. He is now playing first base. He started the game pitching, leave because of an arm injury, and now he's playing first base, and Blickel stays on the mound. So the infield gathers around there as they Hayes at first. He has the ball, hands it to Blickel. You have Tankman at second, Bergman still at short. Sam Saylor, who started out at first base, now playing third base. Bowles catching. Right now the Cardinals would like to get through this inning and win their first MAC game today against always a very good Minster team. Blickel's first pitch to Heitkamp, that is low. Heitkamp 0 for 2. He struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. Entered the game hitting .364. Right now trying to get on as the leadoff batter. Levels the count at 1-1. I always feel if your team is down in the last inning, the leadoff batter must score or must get on base, especially when you're down by 3. That is outside. Obviously, mathematically, it doesn't have to happen, but momentum-wise, it's always huge if you get your first batter on. We'll see if Heitkamp's able to do that against Blickel. First pitch is outside, 2-1. Check that, 3-1. Heitkamp, I'm sure, will be glad to take a walk in this situation. Blickel on in relief for Mitchell Hayes. Came on the last inning to get the last out. Pitch is a little high. Ball 4, so Heitkamp does his job. Leadoff batter is on. So 2 walks so far for Blickel. Sandwiched around a strikeout to end the last inning. It's Luke let me try that again. Luke Riplow to the plate. Heitkamp on first, nobody out. Wildcats down by 3. Top of the 7th, swing and a miss on the first pitch. Blickel from the stretch. Strike high and tight, right on the inside at the letters. Check the definition of a strike zone. That is a strike. 0-2 now on Riplow. That is outside. Minster definitely wants to keep the momentum going here as Heitkamp was able to work a walk from Blickel. Right now, 1-2 pitch to Riplow. That is low. Talked about looking at the stats, Blickel coming into the game, 9 innings pitched, but 9 walks. His ERA is under 1, but has had some control issues, and right now it's 2-2 on Riplow. He fouls it back, stays alive. That means as you force the pitcher to pitch another strike. Riplow, one of 9 seniors on this Minster team, and they started off the season 3-1, but this is the MAC opener, and always want to start off strong in the league, and definitely that, not just that, just this is their rival. This is New Bremen. 2-2 pitch. There's a line shot over the second baseman. That will split the outfielders. Heitkamp comes around to third on a double by Luke Riplow. Riplow rips a 2-2 pitch into right center field. And a big double there by Luke Riplow. So the tying batter to the plate, the form of Nathan Olegus, will come to the plate. Coach Wells will come to the mound for a visit. Gives us an opportunity to recognize our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Starting items brought to you by Sydney All-Glaze Audiology. We will have a player of the game sponsored by NKTelco. So I'd like to let you know, NKTelco Sports and sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's game on Channel 3 and Channel 503. Replay times are Thursday, April 15th at 7 and Friday, April 17th at 2 p.m. So Coach Wells goes back in the dugout. Nathan Olegus to the plate. Junior often will catch. He's caught some games, has a pretty good stick. Have to check his average right now. He's the tying run. Runners on second and third. First pitch, that is a strike by Blickel. Let's check here. We'll try to find it here. Nathan Olegus 1 for 8. So that started a few games at catcher. Junior 0-1 pitch into the dirt, dug there by Holz. One and one. Heitkamp worked a walk to start us off here in the 7th inning, and then Riplow ripped a double to right center field. Olegus on to pinch hit. In the dirt, blocked again by Holz. So 2 balls, 1 strike. In the top of the 7th inning here, Minster must score 3 or more here to extend the game. 2-1 pitch here from Blickel to Olegus. Calls time as Blickel took a little bit long time as we get dark clouds on the horizon to the west. Hopefully they stay away for at least until this game is over. This game has got very interesting here in the top of the 7th. 2-1 pitch. That is outside, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Olegus pinch hitting for Toombush. Cody Richard will be on deck. 3-1 pitch. That is a strike. Nice pitch there by Blickel. Inside part of the plate. Close to the knees. Big pitch by the senior. So now a 3-2 pitch. Nobody out. Runners will not be moving. And there's a ground ball. We'll go to short. Bergman over to Hayes now at first. Wildcats do their job, or the Cardinals do their job there, and a nice play by Bergman at shortstop for the first out. The runners played it conservatively, did not move anywhere. Their runs don't really mean anything other than they need to get to home safely. Don't want to get thrown out at home or in a rundown. It's Cody Richard to the plate, has struck out twice swinging. Blickel on in relief, trying to save the victory for Mitchell Hayes, who pitched 5 2/3 inning. Second and third, first pitch to Richard. Fouled it back. He has struck out twice, but he has fouled off a lot. So he's just off, if you will, just his second game of the season for the senior. On deck will be the top of the order and center fielder Eric Schmidt. There's a ground ball to Hayes at first base. That will be foul. Or they call that foul. So Highcamp, who was going home, will retreat to third base. Richard stays alive, albeit at 0-2 to Blickel. Still the tying run at the plate here. Bremen scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning and extend the lead from 2-1 to 4-1. Boy, those runs are really big now when you look at it. 0-2 pitch to Richard. Able to stay alive, just able to get the bat on the ball to foul it back. Richard looking for his first hit of the game and first hit of the season, and boy, it would be big if he could do that. With the top of the order coming up, Blickel gets the hot sign from Hulse. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Blew by the gas on the outside part of the plate for a big second out. Second strikeout for Blickel. Eric Schmidt now, last chance for the Wildcats. Leadoff batter was the starting pitcher for the Wildcats. Moved to center field. First pitch high and tight. Some good hitters right after Schmidt, so he doesn't necessarily need a big fly. He just needs to reach base. Let his teammates do it if needed. 1-0 pitch. That is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Brady Highcamp on third base. He reached on a walk. Riplo on second. He had a double. Since that time, we've had a ground out to short and a strikeout. It's Blickel bending his back through this threat. But now it's 3-0 on Schmidt. Schmidt with his amazing .722 on-base percentage entering today's game. He draws a lot of walks. He has drawn 5 of them going into the day, and 1 in the first inning. He'll be taken all the way here at 3-0, and he will go now his 7th walk of the season, and that he is the tying run at first base now. Eric Kettner, sorry, I said that wrong. Adam Kettner, senior catcher. 0 for 1. He reached on a hit batter. He sacrificed and he lined out to third. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. First pitch, ball. Bases loaded. Wildcats down by 3. Cardinals trying to hang on in this MAC opener. First, there's 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-1. On decks will be Johnny Nixon, followed by Justin Nixon if Kettner should reach. 1-1 pitch to Kettner. That's a strike. Outside part, around the letters, so Cardinals 1 strike away from winning this one. 1-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Cardinals up by 3. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Kettner caught looking for the 3rd out. So the Wildcats threaten, but that is all as they leave the bases loaded as the Cardinals win a hard-fought win. Both teams will acknowledge each other. Coach Wells' team now goes to 4-2 on the season. The Wildcats fall to 3-2. We'll be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Brookside Laboratories, east of Chicago Pizza.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Wagner's IGA, Hulsman Automotive.
New Bremen Cardinals victorious over the Minster Wildcats. You see the score there on our First National Bank scoreboard: 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Wildcats. The Cardinals now go to 4-2 on the season, 1-0 in the MAC. Minster falls to 3-2 on the campaign, 0-1 in the MAC. Cardinals, you see the scoreboard in the background there. The Wildcats scored 1 run in the first inning as an RBI single by Justin Nixon, scored Eric Schmidt. 4th inning, the Cardinals scored on an RBI single by Vince Holtz. And in the 5th inning, they also scored another one on a bases loaded walk by Sam Saylor. And then the 6th inning, a big 2-out single drove in 2 runs by Kyle Tankman, scored Vince Holtz. And then on the air in the outfield, Mitchell Hayes was able to score for the 4th run. That came up big in the because those runs were big, because in the bottom, at the top of the 7th inning, Minster had the bases loaded, but Bryce Blickel in relief, able to get through the inning, striking out hit the last out recorded on a strikeout of Kettner to end the ball game. Winning pitcher Mitchell Hayes, losing pitcher Eric Schmidt. That leads into our player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco. The winning pitcher Mitchell Hayes, 5.2 innings. He gave up 1 run, only 2 hits for Minster. He had to leave because of looked like an arm injury. Came back in the game and played first base. He scored 2 runs. He had a double as well for the senior. So congratulations to Mitchell Hayes. Congratulations to the New Bremen Cardinals. They win a hard-fought win over their rival here in Minster, 4-1 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Our NKTelco crew today: on camera, Mark Fissel and Devin Webker. Assistant AD Scott Freitag. Our director Bryce Hamrick. I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.